YouTube. Um, so obviously today is supposed to be my first review for the Benavita Crisp Bar. Today's actually been a really busy one for me. I wasn't lying yesterday via my Facebook Live when I mentioned that I'm generally sort of like a busybody. So I'm actually having to do this review on the go at the minute. A dear friend actually invited me out to sort of discuss my up and coming projects and give me some feedback, and I think that's the one thing that I'm definitely keen for along this journey, is to utilize feedback to make as much of the experience as I can as possible. So I took that opportunity and here I am. I'm having to sort of do this on the go with you. I'm actually in the park at the minute, on my way to my charity job, and I figured I'd stop in just to sort of really make the day as productive as possible. So yeah, here we are. I'm not going to do a full extensive review on this at this point, because I feel like I haven't done the challenge necessarily for long enough just yet to really give the kind of feedback that I want to be able to give you feedback on. I will be giving a more in-depth feedback review on the actual Benavita Crisp bars. I'll bring the box up so that you can have a little look. So these are the bars that I'm referring to. Okay. I haven't had enough time. I'm on day 2 of the challenge. This is a 10-day challenge, just to sort of, I guess, incorporate this into my life as a great substitute for a lot of bad habits. Basically, I'm trying to cut out a lot of bad habits, and I feel like something that's a little bit more healthy and nutritious would actually allow me to do a sub replacement, so that I can slowly remove myself from those circumstances altogether. Now, I've managed to sort of get together a brief little insight in terms of what the product itself has to offer so far, I mean, because I'm actually going to be, I'm an affiliate of these Benavita bars. I've become an affiliate, and I want to make sure that what I'm advising you guys to do, I'm prepared to firstly do as a guinea pig, if you will, as a tester, for the kind of things that I'm asking for you, because it's important to me that I practice what I preach. And if I'm preaching at you guys that, you know, you guys really need to be living this type of lifestyle that's really going to be beneficial to you, and I'm asking you guys to, you know, put your hard-earned cash in something, a product that I believe in, I want to make sure that that's definitely 110% the truth, and I don't want to just put something on the table for you guys for my own material or monetary gain. So I really want to walk this process with you, and hopefully you guys can allow me to do so freely, you know. So yeah, some of the pros that I have found with this situation, well, one thing that I found to be really good about these bars, these crisp bars, is that it is actually quite filling. If I have one of these, I do usually tend to feel full after having just one, but again, I am fairly small. I'm not like average height or anything. I'm only 4'9", so I can understand that that would fill someone like me up. The con that I would say about that, even though it is filling, is that fullness only lasts for about an hour or so. So, you know, it would probably be better for the people that would incorporate this with these shakes. Again, I will be adding my affiliate link for these products at some point, maybe in the comment section, so that you guys can obviously access these bars as well as other means of healthy lifestyle, I guess, substitutes as well. So the shakes that they actually offer for these would probably allow you to feel fuller for longer as well if you're utilizing it with the bar. So that's why I would say that it is a con that it only lasts for about an hour, but it is also definitely a pro that it does actually fill you up with one bar. So you wouldn't have to sort of keep going back type thing. I haven't I want to address this as well. I haven't opted to do the shakes review just yet because I personally don't do shakes myself. It's just not, again, a part of my lifestyle. It's not who I am. And throughout this process, I definitely want to utilize my ascension and be true to who I am in the process of that. So, I mean, I am prepared to do an honest review with someone that, you know, would consider that to be their natural way of life, that's already doing maybe a shake substitute for weight loss, weight maintenance, whatever they're sort of utilizing it for, and would like a more vegan friendly approach to it. I would be prepared to obviously send you guys the product for you guys to give me some honest feedback, hopefully, and then we could, you know, try and figure out a really good system for this and how this can really be beneficial for others who can utilize this vegan friendly product as a part of their own journey. So yeah, if there are any volunteers that already utilize shakes as a part of their lifestyle, then hit me up somewhere in the comments and we can discuss maybe you being a part of the process of the review for the shakes on these. Okay, definitely want to make this a congregation type thing. Another pro that I found with this product is that it actually has a great chocolate taste. It's a great chocolate substitute, I'd say. For a lot of females around about that time of the month, I don't want to creep anybody out, you generally tend to have a lot more sweet cravings or chocolatey cravings, if you will, and I think this will be a great substitute for that time of the month as well. So if guys are sort of looking to get any brownie points, if you will, this is probably a great product because it helps her to keep the weight off, seeing as it's only 106 calories. And it's also vegan friendly, so it can't necessarily hurt or affect her too drastically, taking those things into consideration. So that's definitely a plus. So yeah, I think, you know, it's also a great sugar substitute for, I guess, male and females, because it's actually got sweeteners as opposed to direct sugars, which obviously if you're looking to get into a healthier lifestyle, it's probably a really good place to start. So I would definitely say it's a case of you guys, you know, utilizing this as a substitute. You know, it's not going to be an overnight process. You're not going to get to where you want to be straight away, and you are going to have to cut some stuff out and introduce some new stuff in the process. And this is something that you can actually do to utilize the process of actually maybe getting less and less of the bad stuff and incorporating more and more of the good stuff into, I guess, the diet. Okay, so I will, like I say, be going for a more in-depth review about the bars on my next expression of self moments, because actually today is what today's about. Today is Fantastically Fun Fridays for the CCC, and we're doing our expression of self moments, and this is me taking an opportunity to express myself and bring you guys this review. Okay, so I'm just going to go into some dead-on pros and cons as well about this for now, and like I say, I'll be able to go a little bit more in depth about it in next week's segment. So pros about this product is that it's only got 106 calories, which is awesome for a lot of people. I'm sure it's subjective for some because they're probably wanting something maybe a little bit more filling, or a little bit more high in calories, or a little bit more low. I know that you're not going to please everyone with, I guess, ultimately one product. So I'm okay with that. And I feel like for me, the 106 calories is a pro for a lot of other people. For myself, I'd say not so much, but I will go on to explain that a little bit more as well. It was extremely fast postage. That was another pro to this situation. I actually got the confirmation of dispatch within 2 days of me making the order, and after that, I actually received the product, I think it was the next day after they confirmed shipping, so that was really amazing. I missed the delivery because obviously I tell you I'm a busybody, so I missed the delivery, but that brings me to my next point of the pros. It's a good size packaging because I had to go and pick up the actual item at a local drop-off shop. So it was really good because I actually bought this big bag and I'm like, yeah, you know, make sure that I'm ready. And it was actually just fairly easy. I've got really big handbags, so I could have probably packed it in my handbag. But thankfully I actually didn't need to because I had a bag at the ready for it, which wasn't even required because the packaging is actually fairly quite small, as you can see from the box itself. I've popped it in a few times so that you guys can sort of see it. Because we're losing daytime as well, I'm actually just trying to make this as quick as possible for you guys, so do bear with me because like I say, I'm trying to work on the next point of ascension with you guys, and I want to make this an open and honest vlog diary, if you will, so that you can see the transition of me going from this point to where I want to be, and we can actually come back and have a look and laugh at these videos. Who knows, at the end of this year, a couple years to come, it depends. We'll see how long it takes me to get there. Okay, moving into my next pro on these bars. It's got a thin chocolate layer, okay, which is really quite complimentary to the bar because it's actually really crispy on the inside based on the, I guess, the ingredients that it's like Cocoa Pops almost. It's like a Cocoa Pops bar with a really thin layer of chocolate, and obviously it's not actual chocolates, it's actually cocoa. You can actually taste the cocoa in it, so I think that might be what allows it to be a great chocolate substitute. The other factor I'd probably sort of say about it is that it is appealing. The branding itself is appealing, the colors, the name is actually very suitable to the actual taste, which reflects the package. There's greens, there's browns and whites, you know, green because it really does taste quite earthy. Browns, obviously that's referencing to the fact that it's obviously a chocolate flavored bar. And then the white, just because you do actually feel like you are free of the guilt from having something, I guess, that's supposed to be bad for you, because obviously it does taste chocolatey, but you don't get necessarily the calories of having a full fat chocolate. So that's really an awesome, I guess, pro for me. And these basic pros and cons were based on things that I consider to be most important when I'm purchasing a product. So like I say, I will be going deeper into the review in my next segment, which hopefully will be at home so that I can really sort of go in depth for you guys. And I'm going to make sure that I take the time to really break down some of the ingredients on this for you, because one of the things that concerned me initially when I was sampling the bars before I actually purchased my own was the fact that there weren't any ingredients on the individual bars themselves. So obviously this is me going into the cons. There wasn't any info as far as the ingredients on the individual package, but the box itself actually gives me great insight into what goes into the bars, what they're made of, the basic ingredients. So that was definitely helpful to have, to be able to go into this, because it allowed me to feel a little bit more comfortable with the process, recommending these products to you guys and going through the review process to make sure that they are as good as they seem for you. I would probably also say, for the fact of just making sure that you guys can obviously hear me as clearly as possible as well, for the fact of, you know, the ingredients, a lot of the times we hear of all these, I guess, healthy ingredients, we don't necessarily know what it means. So I will be going deeper in depth to look into some of these ingredients, doing my research over the next week whilst I ingest these bars, so that I can give you guys a full and honest analytical review. Okay, so going into some of the other cons, I felt like as well, like I said, obviously the 106 calories can be good for some, but for me particularly, I don't believe that it's something that's good for me, because I'm trying to obviously utilize this to maintain my weight as well. And as someone that has a fast metabolism, I think obviously burning 106 calories is going to be fairly easy to do. That's probably why I actually burned it within an hour. So for people that probably actually does have a lower metabolism, they probably will find that they are, I guess, fuller for longer as well. So that is something that you guys should probably take into consideration, because we all have a different system for the purpose of what we were designed for our journey, you know. And I guess one of the other things that I wanted to sort of talk about with it being only 106 calories is that if I wanted to ingest more of these, a note actually on the packaging did mention that you are running a risk of having laxative effects if you do ingest too many of these at any particular time. So obviously that concerned me a bit and intrigues me at the same time, because I'm like the cat that curiosity will probably almost every single time kill. So I'm a little bit curious to understand exactly how much is too many and what do these laxative effects looks like. So yeah, I'll probably avoid that for the sake of this review, but in the future I might just test out exactly what they are referring to when they say may have laxative effects if consumed excessively. So yeah, that's another one of the cons. And then I'd say the last con that I'm going to put out there for myself is the pricing on these. For me, someone who doesn't necessarily, you know, it's not my entire way of life. Obviously, I'm still in the process of cutting out my bad habits from my conditioned behaviors. But the pricing of these being like £54 for the 20 bars. I'm going to go deeper into this review to really confirm whether these bars are value for the money. Okay, because for me so far, I probably have £54. Parting with that kind of money would probably be a real... yeah, I'd probably think about it a few times, only because whenever I part with my money for anything, like I say, I like for the universe to have an understanding of what my intentions are in terms of where I place my money. So I'd probably think about it long and hard. But I think for people that are already in this type of lifestyle, £54 for this type of product is actually a very good value, and it's actually quite manageable. I think I would definitely spend £54 on the products as a one-off, like I did, to really sample it and allow myself to make a decision on whether or not I actually do want to incorporate this long-term into my diet. But as far as on an ongoing basis, I don't know that I'd be prepared to pay £54 on a constant basis over a period of time, basically. So I will be sort of going deeper into my next review so that you guys can see whether or not it would be worth the value paying £54 every single time for a shipment of these goodies. Okay, and that's pretty much the overall, I guess, review on day 2. Obviously I haven't gone into it too much to be able to give you enough feedback, but day 2 I feel like so far it is value for money, because I do like what I am seeing and tasting and the effects that it's having, because I do feel really energized. And I feel like, you know, going deeper into more research and understanding of the ingredients that's put into these bars will allow me to really confirm to you guys whether or not this is the value for money in the vegan movement as far as a lifestyle substitute. Okay. So yeah, I haven't done my bar for today just yet, so I think I would like to obviously share this part of the journey with you guys, and you guys can obviously have a look for yourself and see what the individual bars are like. I'll do like a little taster test, and you guys can obviously you know, get to see what it's like and get my honest feedback during the moment as well. So let's just Okay, so this is again what the bar looks like on its own. Okay, individual, not for resale packages. And just opening it up to do my, you know, taster for today. So this is what the bar looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like on its own, the individual package of these. Just going to do a little taster sample for you guys. Yeah, you know, it's still as good as the first time when I had it. Sorry, I don't mean to speak with food in my mouth. That's what it looks like on the inside as well, for those of you guys that wants to have a little look and see. Okay, and it's really tasty. It's really actually quite tasty. So I would say so far, because of that aspect, I'm really enjoying value for my money. I think because it's so tasty, I forget that I'm actually eating healthy, and yeah, it allows me to forget about the fact that I actually spent £54. Every time I actually pick up a bar, I forget the price that I spent on these, because the bars are actually really good value for the money. So I'm gonna go and finish up enjoying my bar, and you know, hopefully we can check in later and rally back. You know, you can grab your bars, we can continue the 10-day challenge together, and we can see how our experiences varied or differed. Okay, again, this has been fantastically fun Fridays, bringing you expression of self moments, hashtags, hashtag. That's a personal joke for people that actually do know me on a personal level. So yeah, do be sure to check those out. I will be able to, I guess, drop the link in somewhere along there or up there. I'm not sure how these things work. This is my first, I guess, upload. And because I've had so many issues with pre-recorded videos not uploading, I figured I'd just go live to bring it to you guys in the moment, because I really wanted to get this review out to you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was insightful for you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday, because Fridays are always one of the days where I'm most excited about the next couple of days to come. So I'm sure you guys are feeling the same, and hopefully you guys have an awesome weekend. And yeah, namaste. Okay, God bless you, and enjoy the week to come. Mwah.